Hey guys. Yeah, the mail call was just way too large for me to try to take pictures. So I figured I'd do a little video. And while I'm doing the video, I thought I'd tell you a little bit about the Patreon as well. So the Patreon, basically, I set up the Patreon because I noticed that a lot of creators on YouTube had a Patreon. And I said, oh, well, I'll give this a shot. This is a good way to finance the channel. But no one ever gave anybody anything. It was just sort of like, okay, I'll give you money out of the kindness of my heart, and I'll just keep watching your channel. But it didn't sound right to me. So what I did was I set up a way for you to get comic books if you support the Comic Book Steals and Deals program. And the way that you do that is you join. There's a bunch of different levels. We're going to change the level system a little bit, but as it stands right now, there's 3, 5, 8, 15, and 40. And at any one of those levels, you're going to be getting, well, at $3 you don't get comic books every 3 months, but you do get some of the perks. You get entered into the giveaway each month and the raffle each month that I have, and those are real quality books. This month the is Defenders 4, first cover appearance of Valkyrie, I believe. Big Valkyrie book, but it's Defenders number 4 in amazing shape, and then the Peach Momoko No Heroine number 1 Virgin variant cover. That's going to be, so that one of those is going to be a giveaway. One of those is going to be the raffle this month. So, but the deal is that at any level that you join, you're going to be getting comics each and every quarter, so every 3 months. And depending on at what level you join is how many comics you're going to be getting. Um, so, but the other thing I did, I was like, it's not enough. So what I did was anybody who signs up at any level gets your first 5 comics. And what that is that you're going to get 5 comics um, sent to you by me. And I send out an email as soon as you guys join for the Patreon. I send out an email and I thank you, of course. And this is a Frank Frazetta Neanderthals, which is kind of cool. I think I might actually already have somebody for that. That's a neat one. But when you sign up, basically you get 5 free comic books or 5 comic books. Um, and they're the first 5. And I don't just send out junk, and junk to one person is gold for another. So I ask you who your favorite authors are, who your favorite titles are, favorite artists, authors, titles, even favorite what issues you're looking for. And that's what I put in those first 5. Just books that you're looking for, just books that you want. And then one book, which is going to be a key, that's going to be worth far more than your monthly payment to the Patreon, which is not hard because I mean, even if you're doing $15 a month, I mean, a $50 to $80 book would fit right well in there. So that's what we're doing right now. As an incentive for you to join, I'm giving away. We're doing a first 5, and those first 5 are comic books that I'm going to send you for free. You don't, and then in that first 5, there's going to be one book that's going to be far exceeding the value of your monthly membership. And then the other thing we've been doing is on these monthly mail hauls. This is our monthly mail hauls, daily mail hauls. I get these comics in daily. Okay, so I get comic books in daily that I've ordered from all over the place. And I get so many comics in. These are the comics that we use at the end of the week for our auctions on Saturday. But I get so many comics in that I like to show them to my patrons and say, hey guys, do me a favor. And right now, pick 2 a month. Everybody pick 2 a month. 2 free comic books that you see in the monthly mail haul. You're like, I want that one and I want that one. So you got to choose, kind of wisely because comic books are literally coming in every day. They tend to change between gold, silver and bronze, and modern, brand new. That's what I'm doing. But some of these are comics. Most of these, all of these, are comics that I probably wouldn't have purchased myself, but I purchased because I know that there's people in the Patreons looking for these comic books. And in a lot of cases, when we have our auctions, and I'm like, who's into the Justice League? And one person raises their hand, and I'm like, well, I'm not going to make you bid I'm not gonna bid you up on a bunch of comic books that you're looking for. We'll just do a lot, or we'll just say, oh, you haven't gotten your first five yet. Let's make these part of your first five. Get other ones, but. So we try to be really generous with the comic books because I do get a ton of comic books in each day. I just get in a ton of comic books each day, more than I could ever enjoy. And the idea is to pass them on to you guys. So that's pretty much how it works. I mean, at the first level, at the $30 level, you don't get books every quarter. But you're part of the Patreon. My Patreon is very active. Each of the videos that I do every day on the Steals and Deals report goes up on the Patreon. Patreon also gets, we do a slab of the day. Well, we put up a slab of the day or a slab of the week, and we'll see if that slab sells or not. We do flash sales of brand new books, brand new hot books. So if it comes in, I'll put it right up on sale and see who wants it. So we do flash sales. We do CGC 9.8 books, and not all 9.8. We had a 9.9. But we do CGC books. We do flash sales. We do silent auctions. Currently doing a silent auction right now for Peach Momoko's. Which one is it? We only find them when they're dead? No, that was last week. This week is. Let me think about that. What our silent auction is right now? It's a Peach Momoko. Very limited Peach Momoko. Is it? We only find them when they're dead? I think it is. But that's so we do silent auctions every week. And those start on usually Sunday or Monday. And then they end before the weekly auction on Saturday. So usually about 12:30 I end the silent auctions. And then if I do see, like the other day, I saw one of the things I started the Patreon for was that if I do see a deal somewhere, like the other day, I'm going through, just looking at my stuff, and all of a sudden I notice that Golden Apple has the Peach Momoko Ray cover up and the Peach Momoko Darth Maul cover up, both for sale, and not for $1,000 each, for like under, I think they Ray might have been like 120 something, and the mall might have been like 75. I just didn't have any money at the time. But no notice, no nothing, just boom, there they are. So I told everybody in my Patreon, I was like, guys, get over there right now. They're up, especially that freaking Darth Maul. That thing comes up, it goes away, and people do not resell them. If they do, they resell them at like $400 for the trade. I didn't even know there was a Virgin variant. They were selling the Virgin variant. They were selling the set that day. I was saying that Virgin variant could be like a $700 book. But I don't know. I don't know. The market's strange. Darth Maul has not had his day yet. It's coming. And it's Peach Momoko, and it's a cool cover. But yeah, lots and lots and lots. These are all these literally came in today. I think if you look at yesterday's, I can actually put these in the box now. If you look at yesterday's mail haul, you'll see that most of them were modern books. I'll just get these in here. Keep going. This one is special, and I might hold on to for a minute until I get another one or an earlier one, but it's going to be hard to find in this condition, Power of the Warlock #2 today for the amount of money I paid for it. It's in beautiful shape. Warlock is going to be the key to everything. He is the key to everything. We just haven't gotten there yet in the MCU. I'm addicted to these Now Comics Terminators. Spectacular Spider-Man 202. This one's got a nice big size tick in it, a 200. But yeah, what else was I saying about the Patreon? And then you get basically just books each and every quarter. Every quarter is 3 months. So every 3 months you're getting free books, not free books, but you're getting books, and those books are the ones that you decided on, like not specifically, but you're like, Mike, I'm looking for, if you can find me some Jack Kirby, um, this series, that'd be great. You can be really specific. It's just it gets harder and harder the more specific you are. This is great. This is a buckler cover of a Red Circle comic books group, The All New Adventures of the Mighty Crusaders #1. And it is cool, man. I want to know about this team. So, like at the $3 level on the Patreon, you don't get any books monthly, but you get a lot of books. If you join the Patreon, you can ask. Well, it's hard to ask the Patreon members, but you get a lot of books. I am very. I want to make sure everybody's on the same level. I don't want anybody getting too many books. I want to keep everybody on the same level. A lot of people I reach out to, I'm like, you okay? Everything going on over there? Do you need anything? Can I get you something? Do you need a cocktail? So very attentive. But yeah, we do that. And then so if you're at the $5, $8, or $15 level, then you get, I think it's 2, 3, or 5. I think 2 or probably 1, 2. Check out the levels. I'd have to. I did it all in one night and thought I was brilliant when I did it, and then realized I had to change it all. But as it stands now, it's all up there. I do want to simplify the levels a little bit, but hard to do that now that you have certain people, certain levels. You don't want to chase them away at all. These are Terminator: The Enemy Within by one of my favorite cover artists, Simon Bisley, who's done work for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, good friends with Kevin Eastman. He's done a lot of work for Kevin Eastman. He got all the covers on this Terminator: The Enemy Within. He did the Batman vs. Judge Dredd. Very easy to recognize this stuff after a while. Just got rid of this one, and this one came back in nicer shape. I have this entire series. I'm surprised that I bought this book. Oh, I didn't. I bought this book. Another beautiful freaking Biz cover. Love with this stuff. Another one right here. Very very heavy metal magazine from like the 70s and the 80s. Picking up all the Dark Reign anything Dark Reign right now I'm picking up. But this is the New Avengers #50. New Avengers, Young Avengers. This is New Avengers #50 as well. This is the Adam Kubert cover. And this is the Philip Tan cover. Philip Tan? I believe so. Yeah, this is one day of comic books coming in. Omega Man. Not Omega Man, but Omega is an awesome, awesome, awesome comic. Such a great comic. And I can't believe this is Marvel Shazam, really. Although that makes no sense, I know. But this is sort of like, let's make another Shazam. Okay, let's make Omega. His name is Omega. He's attached to this kid. I have #1 in the box over here. I dig it out. That cover I've had forever. I mean, I had this, got rid of it, and then brought in a new one, and this one's in nicer shape. But Omega, the Unknown, very cool series. Very cool series. So I don't know if any of the patrons are into that, or if anybody, that might. That's the thing too, is that all these books that I buy, I'm like, is there a patron who wants these? Because those auctions that we do on Saturday, other people can come on in, and we invite it. It's open on YouTube for anybody to come in, but it's 95% of my patrons are in those auctions getting their books. So I try to buy things thinking about, what are my patrons going to want? This is beautiful. A lot later than you would think, though. This is an 80s book. It's Joe Kubert, but this ad is from 1971. Actually, that's just a really progressive ad, I guess. Doesn't that look like it's like the 1980s? It's 1971. Joe Kubert. This is DC, Our Army at War, featuring Sergeant Rocks. And again, that's a 15. That's a 20 center. This is a 15 center. This is number 248. This is number 234. (1971). American cowards leaving an old man to fight their battle. Oh wow, that's crazy. You can see that. Found some more Spawn for you guys. Everybody wants the Spawn now, so we're getting in new Spawn and a lot of really cool Spawn. There's some cool Spawn in this pile. A lot of classic Marvel. I love classic Marvel. This book I literally just sold. Literally, somebody was looking. Somebody on the Patreon was looking for this. I gave it to them. I got it again. Trying to get in these new Teen Titans, but they're always a mess. This one's number 45, 30 cent. They're always beat up. This is, for people who do watch my auctions, a really nice copy of Spawn Batman. So we had a copy that I was going to sell that had spine ticks all over it. So we got a really nice copy there. Okay, now we're into Spawn again. We found some cool Spawn. Looking for the best cover Spawn because the stories, it's an ongoing story. It goes on for a long, long time. The covers can be insane. Great Hulk 223, and he shall be Hulk no more. Then we have the Teen Titans with Harlequin, the Harlequin. Gotta find out more about her. But this one actually, for a Teen Titan, it's beat up, but for a Teen Titans, it's actually in pretty decent shape. Oh, and then the Marvel supervillain team-ups. These things are awesome. That one's great. Love these books. This next one I own this one forever. I still own it, but it had to go into the garbage pile. Not the garbage pile. There's a pile of books over here that I'll show you at some point. It's about 100 deep of books that they're not worthy. My copy of this went into that pile, but this one's worthy. I like my books clean. I didn't. I for some reason I got like one Batman in so far. I've got a ton coming, but I've only got this one in, and it's a good one. Great Poison Ivy. And that almost looks like a modern cover. Great. Now these are spoken for, but we've got some Secret Wars. I have a patron who wants all the Secret Wars from the 80s and the 90s. I guess they're from the 90s, right? But I'm gonna get him all of these. I've had them. I've had almost everyone but 8. Is it 8 or 6? I think it's 8. 8, yeah. I've had all of them but 8 for 4 or 5 times. But yeah, he just asked for. I just got a new patron who asked for the entire run, so I'm gonna try to get him the entire run. And then lastly is this. This is my new favorite thing. My new favorite thing are Marvel Previews Presents. Okay, they're like these one-shot magazine-sized comic books that came out. I just sold I just showed my copy of Blade, the original Blade from 1976, Blade Vampire Hunter. It's the original Blade from 76. He's totally 70'd out. So cool. I sold my first one. I've got 3 more coming. I'm in love with that book. I will own a copy forever, and then I just want to keep getting copies to people because when I found it, I was like, oh my gosh, this thing's a grail. I didn't know you could even own this book. And then I found 5 more, so I bought them all, so that I can get them out to you guys because it's a freaking killer book. But this one, I already know who wants this one. There's already a patron who's going to see this video and go, Mike, yep, I am going to need that, please. Thank you. And then he's going to say, what kind of shape is that in? And I'm going to say, I got to tell you, sir, this thing's freaking beautiful. There's a patron right now watching this video who is claiming it as we speak. And it will be his, and I will have a lot of trouble. I think it's beautiful. It's Merlin, right? So it's just I love it. I love this stuff. This is made for one of my patrons. That's why I bought it for one of my. I hope there's only one. If there's more than one, I'll go get more. Um, I am so into these books. So into these books. Especially look at Merlin. He's all, this is totally and the girl looks like she's from the 50s or 60s. So there's a whole mess of stuff going on here. Love these. Well, I guess, yeah, she kind of does. I don't know. I just love those covers. But that's it. So that was the mail. That was a lot of books. I don't even know how many books that was. But in conclusion, I'm bringing in books every day. Then I turn around and we auction those books off on Saturday. But I show every book that comes in to my patrons so that they have first crack at these books. And I don't, if you're paying me on a monthly basis, then I'm going to have a lot of trouble charging you for books, okay? Because if you're paying my bills on a monthly basis, then I'm probably just going to want to give you free books. Trust me, that's what I do. So yeah, we got about 34 people right now. I'd love to get that number up to 50. I'd like to be 50 strong, and I know now that I have the books to support it. And that means being able to get you guys books every quarter. That means and the last part of this little spiel is at your top level at $40. What you're getting is books every month. You're getting eight. It's advertised as 8 books a month, but it's no filler. I don't have any exclusives that are comic book deal exclusives, but there's no filler in there. There won't be a book in there that you didn't ask for, and if there is, send it back and I'll send you another one. That's the deal. Is that I don't want you to get books that you don't want within reason. So far everybody's really been understanding of that within reason. I'm not asking you for $100 a month, so you might not want to ask for a $150 book. If I can get you that $150 book, what I do is go out and find books discounted prices. So if I can get you that $150 book, I will get you that $150 book, probably at a very good price. But then I'll probably just end up giving it to you because that's the kind of guy I am. So that's the deal. So the comic books come in. We let the patrons sort of filter through there, see which ones they want, and try to get you as many free books as possible, while keeping this thing going. And then we have auctions every Saturday where we auction off all the books that you were just looking at. Because even if 35 people decided that they all wanted to take 2 books from this mail haul, I'd still have about 50 books left. So that's about it. I'll definitely be back with the Steals and Deals report tomorrow a little bit earlier. It's been coming out at about 7 o'clock at night recently. So we're going to get that down to about 12 o'clock in the afternoon, hopefully. But that is about it. I'll talk to you later. I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope to see you over on the Patreon.